I'm gonna start this video off with something a little personal. If you're new to this channel, you might not know. I'm a 29-year-old guy that's permanently in a wheelchair. I was hit by a drunk driver about 6 years ago. And one of the things that happens every once in a while, and it's gonna sound really fucking ironic, but it's really crippling, is I get in like lower back pain. And dude, this is so severe. All I want to do is just lay around and do absolutely nothing. But if I lay around and do nothing, these videos are not going to film itself. I've got a big ass dog right here. He's not going to walk himself, work and other things like going to the gym. That's not going to get done itself. And so that's what I'm going to cover in this video is what do I do when life gets hard? And then hopefully you could take something out of this and implement it in your life as well. I'm sitting here doing some cardio right now, and the way that I do cardio, I've got like a little bike that I just kind of like pedal with. But I want to add this into the video because like when you ever been in like those situations where like you're trying to do something but you don't really know where to start, or your head feels kind of like clouded in a way, and you know what that ties into the video of like what to do when life gets hard, because things are going to be hard when you can't think about what the fuck it is that you're trying to do. So what I started doing, and I've noticed this is really beneficial, is because it gets the blood flowing in your body. And granted, not everyone's going to enjoy doing this, but it's doing cardio. So I'm sitting here and I'm pedaling on my bike for 30 minutes right now, and I'm actually doing this before I go and edit videos to post on YouTube. And I figured this would be a good time to film this part of the video and add it into the video that you're watching now, because this is what I have started doing, and this allows me to get my head thinking. Because if you drink like a lot of caffeine, for example, something I do, well, that actually stops the blood flow to the brain. But if you're exercising, so when you come home from the gym or if you're doing cardio, you're getting the blood in your body flowing. That's going to allow you to start thinking better. So one of the ways that I get over like stumps, if you will, if things get hard, is by doing cardio, because that allows me to open my mind up and just start thinking about things or things that I want to do, how to do it, ways to get it done. So if you're not doing cardio right now, try it out, man. If you're stuck on something, do a little bit of cardio, go for a walk outside, get your blood flowing, and likely you'll think of ways to fix it. Just got done going to the grocery store. So the stuff that I bought, I don't know if you guys can see this, it's called Voltaren gel. Like I said, this used to be prescription only, and it's for like arthritis, but I use it for my back. So like if I have like back pain, it's an anti-inflammatory. It's just like taking Tylenol or Advil, except the positives of this stuff is it's a cream. You don't have to worry about like your intestines like bleeding, because that is a potential side effect for Tylenol or like Advil. Any like oral that you take can always run the risk of like causing internal bleeding. It is not a very manly thing to do to just give up. Bro, I don't care how much pain you're in. I don't care how confused you are. I don't care if you got broken up with, if you got fired from a job, if you went to work out and it hit that PR that you wanted. It doesn't matter what happened. Life's not fair. Your life is gonna get difficult at some point in time. I'm a 29-year-old guy, as I said in the beginning of this video, was hit by a drunk driver. Bro, my whole fucking life changed. Look at me now. I live in a brand new 2,400 square foot house. I drive a brand new E-Class Mercedes-Benz. I don't have any help that comes over. I do all this shit by myself. I film fucking videos for YouTube, and I work for myself. You think your life's hard, bro? You know what I've had to learn the hard way? Is it doesn't matter how hard you think your life is, there's always someone else that has it harder than you. And that's just the reality of things, man. So I get it. Look, I get it. If you're in a bad situation right now, and that's why you're watching this video, you got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep pushing forward. All right, remember I just put a clip right there about doing cardio to kind of get the blood flowing. Going to the gym, if you're not doing that right now, that's a great way to get out of your head. That's a great way to release some stress. That's a great way to feel better about yourself. So I highly recommend everybody goes to the gym. Fucking every YouTube channel about self-improvement is going to tell you to do that. But the cardio thing, and you might not like that, but go outside for a walk because when you're outside in the sunlight, that vitamin D that you're getting from the sun is actually going to produce chemicals in your body that's going to make you feel better. But not only that, because you're in the heat, depending on where you live, I'm in Florida, so it's always fucking hot here. And then you're walking, your blood's going to start flowing. And like I said, when the blood's flowing, your mind is you're going to get better at thinking. And so when things get difficult, if you're trying to like get a new job, for example, well, then you got to go and apply for jobs. If you're trying to start a business, then you got to go out and pitch people until they sign up for you. Or something else is that if you're trying to improve on your skills, so if you're in a difficult part of life right now, like maybe you're not good with girls, or maybe you're not good at pitching clients, or maybe you're not good at actually closing a deal when you get on a sales call, that means that your skill set is not good enough to achieve the result that you want. So if life gets tough, you know what, I heard this from some guy on YouTube a couple years ago, life's not fair to average people, and that really stuck with me. And this is why I preach self-education and continuously learning something. Fucking little Peter Rabbit here, he's a big book guy too. So with that being said, man, like go out of your way, watch videos, read books, listen to audiobooks, and I'll be the first one to tell you, there are times where I love educating myself, but as of recently, I've been so fixated on wanting to film videos and edit videos that I haven't really made the time to listen to my audiobooks. So that tells me that my self-education is kind of going downhill right now. So I have been listening to The Superior Man by David something over the past, I think, day, maybe 2 days. And I'll play it when I'm in bed. I'll play it when I'm going to the gym. I'll play it first thing in the morning, because that's when I think you have like alpha or beta waves, and that's when you're more receptive to learning stuff. Because I'm trying to put information in my head that's going to shape me to be into the person that I want to be. And so that's another thing I want to point out. When life gets difficult, you should start consuming content or information on an ongoing basis that's going to eventually shape the way you think about things. So look at the media. Look how deteriorating the news channels are to like the human psyche. And maybe I worded that incorrectly, but the news is portrayed to be like negative. So if you're watching the news all the time, you're gonna have a lot of negative thoughts that are in your head. But if you wake up or if you watch videos on like how to practice gratitude, how to work on social skills, how to live a happier life, how to just be happier, you keep consuming content like that, you're more than likely, after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you're gonna turn into a much happier person. And that's because what you're doing there is by constantly consuming new information, you're rewiring your subconscious mind to start thinking that way. I think I learned this one in personal development school by Thias Gibson, that the subconscious mind takes about 21 days of constantly doing something before you start replacing the old behavior with the new behavior. So I want you to think about that. If you're in a fucking difficult spot right now, like if you were broken up with by a girl, I've been there, bro. You're gonna want to do things to get out of that heartbreak. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start watching no contact videos. You're gonna watch some of my videos on what to do after a breakup. You might start reading or listening to audiobooks about relationships or attachment styles. And this is why, man, people that watch some of my videos about heartbreak, they love them. That's because I'm telling you things that I've had to learn and that have worked for me and the mistakes that I've made in the past. So when you're in heartbreak, when you're going through a heartbreak, like you're in a lot of fucking pain, you're gonna want to do everything you can to get out of that pain. And maybe that's why I'm slacking on my education right now, is because I'm not in enough pain at this point in my life to where I want to keep consuming new pieces of information. When it comes to like video editing, I was watching a ton of video editing videos on YouTube, and now I'm like, hey, I'm pretty fucking happy with the way my edits are coming out. Now the next thing I need to work on is building out like better clickable thumbnails for like the YouTube channel. When I was going through heartbreak, guys, that's a fucking terrible spot to be in. I was listening to, I read a bunch of relationship books. I started studying attachment styles. I talk about these guys in some of my other videos, but I started watching relationship coaches like Coach Lee, who's more of like get your ex back coach. And he's good to listen to to keep your hopes up that your ex might come back. But it also like it soothes that anxiety. And then Coach Craig Kenneth from like 6 years ago, when he had videos with him and Coach Margaret in it, those are, what a phenomenal woman. So I've recited him a couple times in my videos, and I definitely think he's worth checking out if you're going through a breakup. Those two guys, I actually worked with Lee. Paid like $600 to get on a phone call with him. And you know what? I'm kind of glad I did, because I was able to see from a perspective of someone who's been in that industry for like 20 plus years. I didn't have that education, but from a marketer, from a guy that, you know, my main job is a marketer, I fit into what's called the solution aware category. So I was a guy that had a problem and I was looking for an immediate solution. Coach Lee was my immediate solution at that point in time. So that's kind of ironic, and I knew I did that, okay? So right there, guys, that's the thing, man. You got to keep pushing. Go do cardio. I get it. Look, life's going to be hard. You can't just quit. Whatever you do, if you're a fucking man, it's your job as a man to keep pushing forward. If you just give up on life, if you just quit, think of all the people that you're letting down, but more importantly, think about yourself. You're letting yourself down. Things are going to get tough. It's your job to go out and find solutions to the problems that you're having. That's what us men are naturally fucking good at doing. Women, on the other hand, when they have problems, they're not like us. They don't look for solutions. All they do is just talk about them. Women feel better about talking about their problems, but that doesn't get them solved. That helps you get over trauma. And I recommend, you know, if you're going through a heartbreak, therapy is a great way to do that, because you're talking, that's how you're going to heal. But if you're a guy and you're looking to like make more money, for example, talking about making more money is not going to make you more money. You got to go out of your way to either apply for a better job, apply for a job if you're not working right now, or go out and learn better sales skills, better marketing skills, so that way you can sell more of your stuff, right? So your life's hard, man. I get it. Watch this video. Watch it again if you have to. I'm sure you'll be able to pull something away from this, especially in this part right here. So with that being said, guys, listen, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Two things in the description down below. You're going to see a link for my book if you're a guy looking to get better at dating and relationships. Click the link down below. Video on the next page. If you think it's for you, please pick up a copy. Same thing with my coaching. If you want to work with me and Peter one-on-one or two-on-one. Link in the description, video on the next page, and if you think that works for you, please sign up. Hey, if you're a guy that's looking to improve on his life, a lot of the content I post is designed to help you guys live better lives. Got a ton of comments in my descriptions that, you know, that prove that that is the case. Video right here, you're more than likely going to want to check it out. With that being said, guys, see you in the next one.